Hello, students. I welcome you all again, and I hope you are doing your studies right now seriously because it is your class 12. Well, today we will be discussing about the business environment, third chapter of business studies, and our topic for today will be impact of changes in the economic policy. The impact of economic policy that occurred in the year 1991, and our second topic will be demonetization. So, without wasting time, here we'll start. So, right now, first we will be discussing about the impact of the changes in the economic policy. When the government introduced a new industrial policy in the year 1991, there has been a lot of changes in the system of liberalization, privatization, and also the introduction of globalization. When this all have occurred, there has been several challenges, several impacts to the Indian, mainly domestic business enterprises. So we will be discussing these various impacts one by one. The very first is the increasing competition. Yes, our domestic company, they were facing very huge challenges because of the changes in the rules, regulations of the LPG. The competition of Indian business enterprise were increased mainly because of the international big huge multinational companies. Mainly the service sector like airlines, banking and insurance, many other which were earlier in the public sector. Due to this, many business enterprises could not face the increasing competition and they have to left the market or wind up the business. Yes. The second impact is more demanding customers. Yes, the customers these days are very well informed because they are surrounded by internet and various other knowledgeable blogs and other things. Okay, earlier when a person, if he wishes to buy the TV or any of the electric device, whatever the showroom salesman they recommended, the person is to buy. But right now today we know that if we want to buy TV, mobile phone or any of the electrical, mechanical or any other household activities, we first see that, we first see the review, we first do many other comparison and then only we go with full information. Yes, customers these days are well informed about the products and changes in the market, and as a result they have choices available in the market and they are more demanding these days. The competitions have increased and so the business enterprise they have to give better product at competitive price because of these. Let's move to the third one now, rapid changes in the technological environment. Before the new economic policy was implemented by the government, there were only internal competition between the domestic trades, okay, at a smaller base. But after the globalization started in the year 1991, after the new economic policy, the competition started at the global level from the national level. And because of this global level competition, the domestic company, they have to challenge their product in price and quality with the multinational companies. So the increased competition forced the business enterprise to develop new and innovative ways to survive in the market. Mainly the most of the innovation came out in automobile, electronics and other household products. Rapidly changing technological environment is a big challenge for the business enterprise because they have to cope up with each and every now and then innovations what their competitors are doing. The next point is necessity for change. Yes, after changes and other new policies, the business enterprise they have to see that there has been lot of changes occurring in the rules, regulations and policies. So these business enterprise have to update and modify their policies, their rules, regulations from time to time. Let's move to the next one, the need for developing human resource. Yes, if you hear before 20 or 30 years, human resource was not a very important factor during that time, but today you will see HR department, HRD in each and every corporate management companies and other corporate houses. Yes, prior to the new economic policy, business enterprises were managed by inadequately trained personnel. During those time, most of the graduates people they used to get different posts. But right now, as the quality of education have increased, there are many branches people are taking right now. So human resources have given more importance. The new market conditions require highly skilled and trained personnel, and hence there is a rising need to develop these human resources. And next is loss of budgetary support to the well, PSU stand for public sector undertakings. It means those firm enterprise which are handled by the government or budgeted often by the government by funding. But right now, after the new economic policy, these PSU will have to work more efficiently to survive and grow because the budgetary support from the government has been declined. If the public enterprise will not utilize their own funds for growth, they may have to face disinvestment in the future. They have to sell their asset. Okay, so for the growth they need to work properly. The management should be proper and earn profit. So these public sector undertakings work more efficiently after the implementation of new economic policy. So these were the various impacts of the new economic policy that took place in the year 1991. Our next topic for today is demonetization. Yes, students, I think hardly there are people who do not heard this word demonetization. We also call it Notbandi in Hindi. It was the date of November 8, 2016 when our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi announced the demonetization of the currency notes of 500 and 1000 rupees. But before going further, let's discuss what is demonetization. It is the action of cancelling a currency, a running currency of a country, of its status as a legal tender. In simple words, demonetized notes money are no longer valid as a legal currency. Okay, right now if you see the old 500 and 1000 rupees notes, they do not have any tender value and no one will accept it for even any amount. Okay, so as I said, on this date the government announced the demonetization of 500 and 1000 rupees notes of the Mahatma Gandhi series, and it was also announced that the issuance of new rupees 500 and 2000 rupees banknotes were launched and in exchange of the demonetized banknotes. We will be discussing about the features of demonetization. The main aim of doing the demonetization was the elimination of black money. By demonetizing high value currency notes, the government wanted to eliminate the stock of black money that were kept in the cash form in the economy. Eradication of corruption. High value currency notes are commonly accepted medium of bribe. The government wanted to eliminate this corruption by banning the notes. Elimination of counterfeit currency. Note ban would have implied the elimination of counterfeit currency. Counterfeit currency enhances money in circulation and contribution to inflation. It restricts the economic development of a country. It also reduced money laundering. Demonetization was expected to check money laundering. Money laundering means the illegal process of concealing the origins of money obtained illegally by passing it through a complex sequence of banking transfer or commercial transactions. Next, the creation of digital economy. The most important feature of demonetization were that digital currency took place. We use the app like Google Pay, Paytm and many other online wallet that took into action after the demonetization. Demonetization will promote more electronic transfers which will keep a check on the corruption and other illegal use of money. So students, today we discussed these two topics. The earlier was the various impact of the changes in the economic policy and the demonetization and its futures. If you have any query related to any of these topics or our earlier videos, you can just WhatsApp me with the following number 999-866-1203 to solve your queries. So we will be back with a new topic again. Thank you.